Good evening, folks. It's 8:40 p.m. on the 7th day, 2nd month, 2023. And as you can see here, 23 hours ago, this creek had swallowed the bridge. Yeah. And this morning, it's not much better. It's risky, but it's passable. But I never recommend such yeehaw moments. But there's a bit of Straya, and everybody Straya splash. It looks like the bridge is still there. It has held, right? Some of them had some worse moments than others. Some were better. The river itself, it's handling it fine. Yeah, I'm watching very closely some of these places around here because some of these crossings are going to be, if they get too big of showers, this will end up flooding out too. So I'm watching some of these areas that are at great risk. And again, this for your morning hours, entertainment. This highway is going to be a very hard place to be. The A6 near these railroad tracks over near Richmond right now is getting rocked with some storms. There were a lot of chem bombs been blown off last night while you was in your restful periods. Yes, lots of dissensions of nanoparticles through your open windows. Oh, wasn't that lovely? Have a nice sneeze. Well, fallout happens when you put stuff up. What goes up must come down. I'm just watching this storm a little bit. I want to see the oscillation, so I'm going to speed it up. The spinner's down here. So the rotator's here headed towards Stamford. Big square line in front of it, so be on the watch out. Looks like it's going to take about, give me a minute, I'll calculate the speed. About an hour and 15 minutes. Looks like a line in front of it's going to hem the chem a bit. Boom, like where those meet right there. This bumps that. This might even go over the top of that, depending upon what altitude that's at. Right, so the interactions of those two masses are to be watched. And that's, again, it's right along this traveling corridor. Use great care. Canberra tonight, make sure your tents are really well staked down. You're going to get some thunderstorms coming through very suddenly. I'm keeping an eye on my freedom people down there just to make sure they stay okay. I know when to stick with weather. But you get my opinion along the way. My opinion here, boy, is this road fucked. So I wish there was more traffic cameras along here so we could keep ourselves safer. Because it looks like all the water races right here to Winton. So all the stuff that's falling up here is headed that way. So the flash flood warning, it would have to be immediately put into effect. The corridor of EMF is here, here, and here, and here. So anything could slide right through this gap, right through here. It's a nice breeze through. I can't really see what Brisbane's doing because they have a habit of just not showing Brisbane because they're just ever so guilty. So I just go over here to have a look at what they're doing. We'll go to the National Radar Loopiness from the Bureau of Marinology over here. It wants to be called the Bureau, but they never ever change their logo there, which I find funny. See the big blasters coming out here? Gimpy looks like it's something else right here. It's Toowoomba way. So let's have a look. Who's blasting? Blasting, frying up all of your asses. Boom, 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 boom. Want to see the booms? Look at this. Look. They had you all loaded up here. Look at Townsville. Heavy directions of the wind you got going here. As many as the chemtrails want. Flowing at you right over your tops of your heads. Boy, I bet your sunrise is absolutely horrendous. My gosh, look at the bombs over here Palmerville. Pom, bomb, Palmville. Bomberville, man. As we see the planes are coming and they're booming your ass again. I see I'm gonna violate community standards with a song again. We're stuck in Earth's prison planet and time is dragging on. And if we don't get some whistleblowers, I'll hang my head and scream at night. Do, 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 do. Skies. Boom, boom, boom. Cans. They opened up a shit can. Pow! Have a shart. Cooktown. Captain Cook is coming again. He's frying you with the microwaves. Oh, no. Boom, boom. Cone. I think if you put the N on the E on the end, you'll have a nice big smoking cone like that. Somebody's blowing smoke rays in your sky and blowing smoke up your ass. Those are chem bombs going across the far north of Australia. There's creatures up here be looking up going, what in the fuck is that? Joey opens his eyes. I'm burning sulfuric acid. Help me. Pouches full of what's going on. Come on, we got to protect the animals that are left. Is that Dino? Barney? I don't think so. Come on, cooperate. Cooperation. Alright, 10-minute jumps forward, forward, forward. 3 bombs. Circulator. Pow! Big field of something. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. The knuckles nucleus went off. Oh, and the explosive space modulator. Hey, going after 2 Bugs Bunny didn't get it in time. But there was no earth-shattering kaboom, unfortunately. For everybody left behind that has to still put up with this shit. At least with the earth-shattering kaboom, it ends quickly. The color's on and it's slow. Look at these arcs of shit. The bird shit over Birdsville. The bird is the word. And where is it headed? Right up your nose. No rubber holes. Right there. I'm looking at the microwaves, the interaction here on this edge. And I see the beam that has saved Queensland. I'll confirm your... I'm going to lock in my cyclone forecast. It's pretty much reiterating what I've been saying all along. Yeah, my accurate forecast is very accurate, and the beam that I needed to see is right here. Shooting up your coast. Right here. See the straight line here? Going straight up. See this line right here at an angle? Sweeping down. You see this arc coming from over here in Papua New Guinea? It just saved Australia's coastline's ass. Do you see this straight line here? Coming out from Vanuatu? You see him bottle up that there? That just cut that ribbon. She's going to ride her ass all the way to fucking New Zealand. Coming here is going to stall a bit. But it should stay right off coast. Right off coast. And one of your insurance policies is Brisbane itself. Blasting out. See if we can catch all 3 of their stations. I'm at Brisbane Marburg now. Yeah, each one of them shows slightly different. See, they ain't showing the other one's beam out to sea, right? If we go a little north, I might catch the other one. And that's Gympie. Gympie's frying this way. See the heated corridor they've created here? Nothing's coming in. You can't get it in. You just can't stick it in, man. It's too tight. It needs a lubing or turn the fucking beam off. Bzzz, the eye in the sky keep on frying. Oh, God, we got to end this policy now, not tomorrow, which I want the other one. There's 3 of them there. Brisbane Airport. Nothing going on here yet. I'm sure the planes are getting great data flying into that, huh? Nothing to see here. Oh, yeah, there's the Grand Fry Daddies. See the energization out there? You see the wall of EMF that's been put here? The only corridor's right through here. And it shows. Shows on this one as well. Zooms back, way back. And you'll see a bit of aerial and going down here over to room. Hey, who said it was a woman's? Somebody's making a lot of assumption. It could be. It gets cold for men too, you know. Aerial, boom, boom, pluming your ass is over Brianna. Look at this fucking shit. However you pronounce that. The Brawar Rhina. Barajina. The logical progression. The boogeyman town here. Boogeyman Valiant. Steaming along. I've got it going kind of fast. Mount Seaview. Can you really see the view from up there? I'm curious. How'd your sunrise look this morning? Nothing to see there. Yeah, we might see something here. Ooh, look at all that shit out to sea. Look at the haze. Look at the pour down rain right there. Look at the cigar-shaped shit on the low deck. Ah, yeah, let's go a little bigger zoom on this one. Let's just take it on up there. Yeah, everything should be square in the sky these days. Where's the round, puffy white clouds? Everything's got to be square because of the geoengineering and the square waveforms used in the microwave stuff. If we knew the difference between the peak and the trough, the spaces on each one of these lines, we'll know exactly what frequency. We'd know what antenna to put down to pick it up. Or to negate the opposite signal. Yeah, wipe that one off. Hey, there's the hose. That's nice, and a boat going out. When the boat comes in. Beautiful blue waters, nice blue skies. Cheers to that. Some rollers out there. Thank you very much for the wonderful view there. North Haven. There's another North Haven in the world. I've lived in a North Haven. Boom, 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 boom. See the plume right there? See the signature of it? You see it in the skate. Hey, did you enjoy your full moon? See if we can pick up any plumes to ruin in your thing. It's hard to see. That ain't hard to see. Look at all that shit. Look at all the EMF lines in this crap here. Boomed and plumed all the fucking hull. Look at the arc of that shit. Boom, 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 boom. Big crap of shit here going off, tapering off. At the big circle S. Has somebody been above this making something going on, even making more of a shadow? The shadow government knows. And their nose is a Pinocchio. Pinocchio. Blah! Like a vomiting thing. This guy is literally vomitation. This is not a beautiful sky to me. Oh my gosh, that was horrendous. Oh, hit it from my eyes. That was bad. Hey Sydney, how you doing? Let's have a look at that. At the Sydnationess of it all. They should do some of the inside of the bridges. Very much of a disappointment seeing those cut girders. Is that the best Australia could do? No. Oh, these big vaccine commercials sticking up in the sky. The Iosauron's missing there. So let's see what your sky looks like up here. Oh my. Heavy EMF, big cloud shit marching along on a lower deck. Go back. This one's leaning this way. That's doing some crazy ass shit. And then you got a one behind it. It's leaning the other way because I don't see it. See right there? So that's the opposite waveform. So we should be able to do some calculations if we knew the exact distances. Big plume over the city. In a city bombed you while you slept. Let's take a couple back. Big square appeared over the city. Boom! Shape charges. The Borg have visited. Hey, how sarcastic can I get? Hey, we're back at daytime again, and they get the 360s going. At least somebody's holding a hand and a big middle finger going up. Is that pointed toward Canberra? With the penis cloud going by here? Boy, it's a terrible light games going on. Yeah, man, jump me one. Blink. Drippy chemtrails. It's just dripping down. Falling out, falling up, circulating, jerculating, circle jerculating, all y'all's asses. You don't need to block the sunshine when you're trying to get some sunshine. Right? That's just logical. He's got some shit moving toward the gong. Gong, 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 gong. Let me see that gong. Really, turn your fucking camera in. Nothing to see in a gong. Oh, here we go. We got that looking over here at the scare part. What are they fitting on these old prop planes? Come on, what's going on here? Look at the bombs. See the bomb right here with the curve to it, with the straight edge, with the tendrils. Yeah, that's a chem bomb. Chem bomb. I don't know why it did that. That was not fair. It's just not what I wanted. Oh, we got another view of Connie. Connie Leo. If you're eating on that, it's Connie Lingus. Oh, Connie Lingus. It's been a heck of a wind. Look at it buffeting the tail up and down. Or is that when the tail is wrecking, don't come knocking. I don't see anybody going up in the cab. Oh, the door did open briefly and close. Come inside, erotica. And he just shook the plane and played a projector on the film. When the guy got off, he probably thought he was in the Bahamas or something. You just never know. Naturally occurring cloud formations in the valley coming up from the trees that would naturally occur. Hey, but there's a lot of smudging going on in the lens there. So I can't do too much with that. I'll let you can bam it there. But that thing's burning bad. Look at all the fucking smoke across the top, and that's a polluter. Or something's going on above here. It's causing a stain. What's going on? Hey, what's in these things? I ain't saying nothing. I just say what's in them. What's in those? I'd like to know. I'm nosy. It could be fire retardants and stuff. To have something to do with training some people. You know, this is what it's like to scream and act like it's crashing. Hey, maybe they pick it up and shake the piss out of it and shoot you out the ass of it, like the nugget out the ass of the elephant. Have you seen it yet? Have you? I actually played it for somebody. Hey, you got a top hat cloud. Hee with the gangster lean. Get the chem bombs blowing up the scene. Look at this shit. It's not natural. If you think it's a naturally occurring cloud formation, do me a favor. Just click this video off now. Put your head in the sand and your ass in the air like an ostrich. I guarantee you, you won't see it coming, but you will get it. You all get it in the end. Rankenstein here. What was this? Oh, Rankin Springs. It doesn't sound like it smells very much. You want to have a bath in a Rankin Spring? No, I don't think I'll pass. At least you wipe yourself with some rankins if you got diarrhea. Because it ran. Let's have a napkin. The B64 here is going to have some difficulties when these showers and stuff are coming over today. But again, it's just the road. They want the road. Yep. How are we looking down south? I need to show you what's coming for your campings out. Down in Camp Barrow down here. Y'all gonna come down here and support your people? Or are you gonna make me shame your asses? I'd be there. I'd fly right in now. If I could get in the country, I'd fly there. I'd be there in time for it. I would. I got a passport. It's clean. Pop me a visa. Pop me a flight. I'll be there. I'll go. Then it could kick me out. Oh, man. I don't know if I'd even get past your border. I think my ideals don't agree with the corporation that I'm pointing at here. That looks kind of like a fucking... It's very straightular, isn't it? It's shaped like a bird head down here, and it's shitting all over the people in a big pond of it. Right, I'm gonna zoom you back now so you can see some of what's coming through tonight. There's gonna be some rumblers. Yeah, here's some rumblers just to soak you down. We'll be popping up more on Thursday as you're using your coastal roads. Wow, that was a free advert for them. See the gong and all that? That's the critical corridor. As you make your cut over, whammos. And if you're making the drive over from this direction on Wednesday, whammo. How to use geoengineering to thwart activism and protest. 1 million people should be showing up down there at least. And don't leave until you get what you want. You don't say we're going to meet here every week. You say we're going to meet here and we ain't leaving till we get what we want. Then you're manifesting success. Not a weekly play date. Yeah, go every day. I know some people do activism every day, whether people watch them or not. Right, and off sure she goes. Okay, you get another afternoon high, give all your speeches, have your talks. 8 o'clock in the morning, my time, when you get to bed down at camping, have little disturbances. Boy, are you getting lucky. You ain't gonna come down the coast and cruise out. I'm not fully agreeing what they're showing here. They're showing this son of a bitch doing more jumping jacks than a whole squad in the army at basic training does. Smacko. On the 13th, which will be the 14th your time, which makes my forecast from about a week ago extremely accurate, almost down to the hour. By determining all the fuckeries that I keep seeing here, and especially here. Oh yeah, the big beam. It went on. Here, I'll show you. I'll bop back to the 72s. I'll change domain to the global and show you again what they did, the full duration of this big blast that's going to work down Arctic air over us here in the UK. Watch. Bzzzt. Oh, they've shortened it. Big, big, big blast. Forces the air over the Arctic. It's going to come down here over Europe. It's going to take a bit to manipulate it as it goes over the North Pole and down the other side into Europe from here. And some of the precursor forecasts are saying it's a big, 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 big blast. And here's your timestamp on it. Just notice a lot of it's missing. It's not as in detail as it was this morning when I showed it. So I am pretty pleased that I got that. Oh shit! I showed you the beam that did the block, right? Let me make sure I got that. I want this data out there. Come on, straight up. The beam that came out and saved your S's right here, straight up. Beam coming this way here. Arc came out this way. That pushed that way. This is separated. A beam has come along this line and cut just to here. And this thing's going to ride right down the coast. All your radars are on. You're pushing out at Brisbane out to sea here, which is going to create a bit of a corridor. I can't quite tell what they're pushing here. The radar was off. They couldn't see the local. But if the clouds are any indication of it, they're on out to sea and off on the interior because they got to create a flow. It's pushing a bit to feed this storm to keep its circulation going. It's going to do a weird turn and Burnt Pine Island out here. So I'm watching for the EMF. It's going to do it right when the storm is near on top of it. It's going to do the decider. And that's where you're going to see it do a weird wobble. I don't know. They'll probably say that the sun has kicked a solar flare or something. It's going to take a rather large blast, similar to some of them big ones we see. A couple days ago I showed you. Really big one's going to have to occur down here, like bow, 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 and that'll force the cold around that they need to. Could even have one through here. Boom. Look at this other beam here coming north of Fiji. Yeah, the corridor's set right into here. And when it runs into this, it has to bounce away from it. They just keep this microwave on. Another pulse through here. Sorry, it's going to jump till it finds its home. See the arc of the beam? Can't get past it. It's got to ride. It's going to ride. Because it gets hot, that layer begins to turn in this direction. Shears the storm a bit as well. The funneling of moisture is coming this way. No. It's funneled that way. Into the storm itself, back to the center. It's going to spit a big bunch. When it comes in, it's spitting. This beam just saved your ass. This is why we watch for the beams. If you don't know about this beam, you ain't going to give an accurate forecast. You know, I'm near 100% sure of what it's going to do now. That's why I put my forecast where my mouth is. Hey Alice, how you doing? So let's go out here and look at some of this action that's going out here in the Coral Sea to see what they've done. Right, because these beams will show up. They always leave a signature in the clouds. So you usually got to run it fast to see it. See it on the low deck. Probably down here. Beam shot straight up coast. I'm having trouble picking it up. That's okay. Notice this upflow here. Moving under this cam, that could fuel some thunderstorms today along through this Ingham line here where this is puffing in now. So let me go look and see what the weather plan is for you guys. Right there for a moment. Yeah, you got some storms coming in today. Will they be fierce? I think you should have some thunderstorms. There's a lot of volatility as this thing approaches closer to shore today. But that beam that shot up should prevent it from hitting you. I don't see how it can come in though. Yeah, going down coast. Get the fuck out of here. None to go. Burnt pine's gonna do it all. Access got it going a little closer to shore. Let's do the ferocity. This is the scary looking one. Look at the lightning. Look how wide this is. They hit that beam wall. It can't get past it. It's impossible. It's an impossible. You just draw a straight line on that mimic, and that's it. You just go up here, draw this straight line, and then get past it. Right here in the last frame. They didn't get past that. Ain't getting past that either. Ain't getting past that. There's only one way for it to go. It's right through here. See, I showed you that beam sweat. I showed you the pulse that came out here. It's only one way for it to go. So this is what I'm pretty in agreement here. She's gonna go down coast. Boy, you're gonna have great surf conditions. Isn't it nice nose? Yeah, yeah, it's good nose for this. Be careful for the undertows out. Going to be absolutely deadly. So be careful. As some of the rains up north will continue throughout the day and through the next 42 hours will be very, very heavy. So we'll be watching for localized flooding in the far north. Yeah. Yeah, I had to make something a little farther to far north. And as the cyclonic system gives you the high colonic angle in 14th your time in the morning, and it will be, and she's going to spit again in, and there's a lot of water coming from the tropics, and this is what's going to bury Queensland in the water. This is getting your arc time on the 13th. You will have to be prepared for this. It's a long stall, and watch what happens, Darwin. You ain't out of the sights yet. Big system. Lando Kane comes in. All the steering currents have it going across the Northern Territory, kind of along this corridor again. So I'm going to be watching for this grave situation that's unfolding. I'll do New Zealand a bit separate. Okay, I got a lot of people want me to cover a lot of zones. So again, those tendrils are ashore. I came up with showed a total earlier today that was a bit, oh my god. See if I can find it. I got a lot of beam ones. Now this morning at 6:52 a.m. my time, same date down here, they were showing totals like this, and when I zoomed in, some were in the 1.5 meter range on the 10s. So it's very well possible they're hiding some data on you. Yeah, did you see that? They've changed. I don't always believe in change because I know the water's there and I see the beam. So we'll be watching this again, this highway. Where a lot of water runs. We'll be ay caramba for caramba. You guys definitely need to be ready. Any of these border towns, you got to be ready. If you ain't, you ain't. I can't fix that. So right. Zealand. I think I just went way too far. Alright, let's have a good look at New Zealand now. If I do it right, I get Tassie in there. Here you go. Well, Tassie, you're a bit fucked because I don't show them from the tropics then. Alright, let's give you the view. Right, you've already seen what's happening coming down the coast, right? It's a steamer. But you got different dynamics going on. You have this tendril to worry about as well. Right, you got different dynamics. And they're going to pull this tendril down. And some of it's going to meet it right here, burnt pine. They're going to do a stall. And those two should meet. As I'll pull that tendril along, it'll drag that in. It's what's probably going to give the curveball. I'm going to be looking for a big beam pop coming here in about a day. That's going to steer it this direction. Similar to a wall had to be put up here about a day before this would have come ashore. They're going to do something very similar here to force it closer. Because they got to pin it on the island top. And then the island's drag in the center of the storm itself will steer it along. And it'll bring it right through. Some of these winds that are going to be impacting this areas here and here are going to be, oh my god, And the waves are going to be, well, it'll be remarkable to make remarks about. So I'll show you what's in store for you guys. The wind is blowing, and they hand it off to the next EMF tower, blast it, bzz, 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 it takes a rate. Okay, who did that one? Will be Lord Howe Island. And it hands it off. No, the bird pie. The bird pie island. And then it does a curveball. And it smacks Auckland right in the kisser. Radio kisser. Smackaroo. Worst winds, worst rains, worst tides, worst time. I think they're coming for your land. I think they want what you got. Who are oppressors? Hey, let's get that back. Right, a kisser. Hey, where was I? My God. There's some big rain totals as it's coming ashore. Like if it stopped for 3 hours in that spot, it won't. There's a lot coming at once, and the winds are going to be high. Yeah, we're talking very high strength winds. Not quite in the tropical cyclone strength, but you're getting there. Geoengineering, destroying an island that's already struggling to recover from the mismanagement of one of the worst prime mismanagers I've ever seen. Well, he's a close competition in the whole ANZAC department there across the pond. This pond. And look at the low hit right on Kaikoura like they need that. Not going to be a good day for you from here to here. 36 hours of absolute battering winds. Absolute sudden inundations of pop-up flooding and flashings. And I'm very worried about some of the roads around here. They've taken some very heavy totals recently. Yeah, but you people are used to it. That's what all the comments I see on all the polls. Oh, nothing ever happens to me. Okay, well, that's what the guy always says when it happens to him. Burbeak Hill. You won't be on that road. Ray, you're going to be careful that day, ain't you? You'll be careful over here. And guess what? And then a river ran through it. Auckland, come on now. You didn't take my last warning seriously? You better take this one seriously. Get your stock up in the air. You get 5 days to do that. So do that. Get your stock up in the air, or it's gonna wash clean. Yeah, you got sandbags? You know what happened last time. You know what to do. Do it. Do it. Because then you will feel so good. Do it. I'm sorry, I'm a Kiss fan. There's a lot of like happy memories from 50 years ago popping up of cool concerts, and I've been enjoying them. 10 people at the very first show. Sure grew into what a freaking bunch of Satanist worshiping. Well, yeah, in hindsight, some of the stuff here was very bad, but I just go with the music, and it was fun. Fiji, you're gonna get it. Have it. Well, you guys give so many stories to other people this year. I'm not feeling too sorry. Yeah, your radar has been responsible for the flooding of so many countries as you decided you wanted good weather with your radar. It is about time. That's almost a nice total to see through here, but do you believe it? Do you actually believe in it? When I see him drying you out after spraying you with this much shit, I think of fucking like when you spray lighter fluid on the forest. Fire accelerants. My God. Look what they've done to you today. Look at this chemtrail here at the end. Hi. Have it. Have it. Have it. Have it. Down coast, up coast, from Dalby over to Roma, from Cunnilingus to St. George. From fucking, this is bad. I'm just running out of adjectives that isn't going to send me into an absolute tirade of swears. And yeah, what came over you guys here was horrible to watch. It wasn't all microwaves, man. Look at the boom, 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 your womb. Boom, 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 boom's inside your womb, 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 womb. Mr. Vaxman, spray something in the air to breathe. Your corporation is making us seize. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, it's litigated. It is allowed to spray a vaccine in a pandemic in the sky. I've never been able to prove its deployment, but the litigation is allowed. But the way I figure it, aluminum's not a very healthy thing to breathe. Sulfuric acid is damn sure not a healthy thing to breathe. And to do this without my permission is a very bad thing to do. And to do this over the ocean is bad. And to do it over a forest and say that global warming is doing it when sulfuric acid actually warms the air around it when it forms is an exercise in not only in proving that ignorance is bliss, that it's actually sold on television as a good thing to be. And while with the ignorant being blissful and the storms coming for today, I can look at one more obnoxious geostorm out here in the middle of the fucking nowhere off the coast of somewhere worrying people. It slips sliding away. Boom! See the star right in front of it. Let's give it some fuel to eat. Let's keep some catalyst going. Nice square edge to that storm. That'll keep it sliding along the coast. Here's it on the microwave on the low deck. Bzzz, created that corridor. It ain't getting past that. Look at the push move here going on near Exmouth. Even looks like a mouth. A leery mouth. Okay, boom. It's not just microwaves. See the formation? See it? See the boom, boom, plume? See it? See it? See it? See it? See it? Robert was right. I'm right. You're right, too. There's microwaves here. But take it all into account. The chemical catalyst to help the microwave matrix, aluminum, barium, strontium specifically, and other things that I'm sure are not admitted to, that are showing up in soil samples, hair samples, and I want tree core samples that go back about 500 years. Take it past the old industrial evolution. I want to look at every ring's level of toxicity for certain metals, processed aluminum specifically. Right? When did that enter the sky? Right? Because you have to get that at a factory. You have to process it from alumina. So I want that one looked at specifically. Barium and strontium. What exact year did this start getting put in the sky? Was it what time after World War II or during it did they discover it was better for propagating their radar? Right? Let's just go non-nefarious first, and then we know that we'll look at the nefarious like this loopiness here in the sky. Back 10, back 10, back 10. Look at this bomb. Boom, 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 boom. Cyclone seasonings. And it's over here at Jabberoo, it's Kimbambaroo. Don't leave the roos out of it, man. You want it, like I said, you want to be like an ostrich. Look at this thing up here, head in the sand, ass in the air. You're going to get fucked. You just ain't going to see it coming. At least I see it coming. I'm dodging it. Right, I'm twerking left, twerking right. I'm doing the tush push to make sure it ain't going on over here. Wangy Falls. What is it called? Did they invent Viagra in Wangy Falls? Who knows? They're having a sale. I'm sorry. I'm going to have fun with it. Wanga. Catherine's Wangy Falls. Lingus. Yep. Campbell Creek over here. Look at this shit. Look at these tendrils of death. Drippy chemtrails falling out on the peaceful populace of Australia. And as the tendrils creeping death head towards the Tasmaniacs. Booming down the low deck too. See the square right there? In here? That's not just a microwave mass. That's not just fog. And there's one here going on too. Ooh. Shardy skies for you and I. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. Go fuck you, baby. I mean, really, I'm so fucking tired of these Kanbans and so tired of this shit. They're gonna have to click off. All right, you guys stay safe, okay? Big love, peace.